this feeling, never felt like this before.
This truly is a wake-up song, isn't it? I mean, it's an up-tempo dance track, musically inspired by the funk and disco eras and lyrically reminiscent of nights out on the town. Now, that's well-known creative director Caz Abrahams' new single titled Jadore, featuring all-round performer Chantal Stanfield. Abrahams and Stanfield join us now via Zoom to tell us more about their new project. A very good morning to you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning. Good morning, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Good to have you on the
thank
show.
you.
Great stuff. Good to have you on the show. Caz, it's been decades. I mean, the last time I'm sure that our viewers saw you was, eons ago of seeing you doing the moonwalk on SABC.
Yeah.
But then now you're back with a bang and such a creative project. Now, take us back to the birth of Jadore. How did it all come about?
Well, long story short, a few months ago, I had COVID, and it was my birthday, my birthday month. So I was locked down for 2 weeks. And in my 2 weeks, my cousin Arnold sent me some songs that I used to love dancing to as a kid.
Okay.
These are all the funk songs. And he was trying to persuade me to write more music like that. So what I did is in the 2 weeks, I wrote 30 songs. I then sent the demos
Wait,
to
30
RJ.
songs in 2 weeks?
Yeah, when I was at home. I had no company, My kids everyone else was in isolation, so I had to just be creative.
Wow.
So what I thought was like there was so much drama and pain in the world. We always write conscious songs. I wanted a song now that would bring people together to celebrate life, love, get on the dance floor, and just appreciating our freedom. You see what's happening around the world. People are killing each other, hurting each other when we should be loving each other because we're part of the same thing. So that's how the concept came up. And then what happened is, this is weird, the original thing was to write a song for Rosella Miller, who's a singer overseas. So Chantal, RJ, and I were like, let's pen the song. Then we heard the song and it was like, whoa. The song sounded so good. And of course, there was some admin delays, and then Chantal, I and RJ said, "Well, why don't we just put Chantal says, what about a French rapper?" RJ says, "Okay, let's try it." So we got this French rapper named Mars on the track. So we did two versions. This is the version without Mars. So there's this version and there's another version coming up. But basically I said to RJ and Chantal, I want a woman's empowerment song. I want a song that represents everyone. I mean, I have 6 daughters, so I was like, I want love. I want women to feel strong. I want men and the old romance to come back. Make it your own. I said, make it your own. And for some reason, the word, ask her how Jadore came into her head.
It really is a wake-up song. I mean, you should have seen us, clicking our fingers and tapping our feet. Now, Chantal, speak to us about your involvement. How did the collaboration with the Caz come about?
Thank you. So Caz and RJ Benjamin have been friends for almost 20 years, long before I came on the scene and met RJ, and then, long story short, married him. Creative partnership. So Caz gave the song to us, and the way I write, usually I write my own songs, my own melodies when they just come into my brain. I wake up with something. So when Caz gave us this song, it took me a while to get into it, to really put my creative spin on it. So then RJ and I decided, no, let's co-write the lyrics because I'm not going to be able to do this myself. It's a bigger song, I think, than a lot of my other songs. Okay. And the vibe, the energy that Caz had created, I was like, this reminds me of being out in the club on Long Street in Cape Town.
Actually, it does,
energy, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was channeling, all the good vibes of being out at night at a club, and seeing someone that you don't expect, having this interaction. And so it was really about creating that tactile environment with the lyrics. So and Jadore, when I first heard the song, that was the immediate title. It came to me. I was like, that's the name. I don't care if someone else takes over the song or if we have to completely rewrite the rest of the song, but that's the name of the song. Jadore is the name of the song. It just happened. And from there it was like, no man, we need someone French. And I was joking, half joking. And then we found a French rapper, and I was like, this makes
Yeah.
complete sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think this is like Caz said, this is the kind of song that we need right now. We didn't anticipate, obviously, the current historical events in the last few days happening
Yeah.
while we were releasing the song. But I feel like it's something that people have really responded to online. The energy, the vibe, the positivity of it, the vibrancy of the song is what has really captured people's hearts.
I know. I mean, this is the right time that we should be sharing love. I mean, why Jadore, though? What does it mean?
So Jadore, I didn't know. I knew the feeling that it elicited. Look, I'm not a French speaker. I pretend that I know some French words.
Me too. We love the language.
But I don't really. I know a little bit. But I knew that Jadore was this feeling that you couldn't really describe. And so it's like a combination of loving, liking, adoration, admire. It's this almost, you can't put your finger on what it is, but it's this feeling that you have.
It's chocolate hot love.
There we go, Caz. Chocolate hot
One
love.
love. One love.
What's the
Yes.
inspiration, though, behind this hit single? And what's the message behind the song?
Well, I mean, I'd like to talk briefly about the conception of the project, because this is bigger than the song. Chocolate Hut is like Ubuntu. The project was put together to bring many artists and creatives together to join forces, collaborate, and give a share to every artist. Chocolate Hut is like South Africa, like Africa. The number's 27, our dial-in code. Each song is a collaboration with different artists. It's like that Now compilation, except every song will be original. We need to feed our artists. We've been battling. Artists haven't had gigs for years. So hopefully this will elicit some excitement, response, and we want to feed our artists. But we also want to write good music that competes with the internationals. That's why we put a lot of effort and work into this track.
Now, Chantal, I did mention in the intro that this is an up-tempo dance track, but how would you, in detail, define the genre?
Ooh, you see, I think it's tricky when you have this kind of song that has so many influences. I was trying to figure out what is it? What is the genre? I don't know. Funk. It's
Funk.
funk. There's disco. There's a bit of pop. There's it's. If we could find a word, a conglomerate word, pop punk disco, disco
Everything.
pop punk, something. It's.
Like it's a lovely cocktail of genres, and it's absolutely amazing.
Yes.
So what were
Yeah.
the highlights of being part of Jadore, and what did it teach you about your love for music?
For me,
Chantal, you go
it
first.
it really kind of solidified the influences that I had growing up. As a child of the 80s here in South Africa, we didn't have much to look forward to coming from the Cape Flats. But the music is what kept everyone going and what connects us all. So myself, Caz, RJ, we actually all had the same musical influences. We had the Lionel Richie, the Lucky Dubes, the UB40s. In a weird way, I had Cliff Richard and Engelbert Humperdinck. So the music,
Serious?
you know what I'm saying?
My mom also like that. Yo, okay, so but I grew up on Earth, Wind and Fire, the Jacksons, funk. My uncles all had these big afros. My other uncle played sax with Bob Marley, so he had long dreads. It's like our family and our whole community was musically inspired. We'd have get-togethers on the weekends and have parties where we'd all just dance and have fun. So the funk and Remo, soul, it came from soul, funk, and it developed. Even hip-hop's come from, it's all part of the same thing. We take James Brown loops and guitar samples. So it's about everything. We just took it back and we wanted a live feel. And now there'll be a couple of different remixes possibly, but we want to reach the world and the dance floors and the hearts of the world,
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
And
Caz,
old school growing
tell us
music.
more about Chocolate Heart and why you saw the need to establish a platform of this nature.
Well, first of all, you obviously know me from the media business, growing up in entertainment. I did not want the music to be restricted by my name because music is its own thing. And I want people to think, it's that presenter, trainer, whatever. No, this is the song. It's about the artist. It's about the music. Because I wanted something that would be a brand that would grow and grow and grow, that eventually my kids and my kids' kids could keep on helping other artists. And we've got such a strong team. And like Chantal said, RJ was one of my best musical decisions. I signed him as an artist and then did a joint venture with Jadore. That was the best decision. And because I played fair with him, he stands with me every step of the way. Every decision I make, every note. And that respect. And that's how I got to work with Chantal. And it's a beautiful thing. What goes around comes around, you know. So good energy brings good energy.
All right, Caz, Chantal, lovely chatting to you. Thank you so much for joining us. And Chantal, how do your fans connect with you and how do we download the song?
Thank you, Simply, for having us. So yes, the song is available on all music streaming platforms right now. Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you find your music, please stream us. In terms of finding me, on Instagram, that's where I'm most active, at Chantal.Stanfield, and on Facebook, Chantal Stanfield Performer, and Twitter, Chantal Stan. So yeah, tag me, tag Caz, tag RJ, tag Chocolate Hut, share, like, request the song everywhere.
All right, Chantal and Caz, lovely chatting to you guys. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. All right, to creative director and facilitator Caz Abrahams, and all-round performer Chantal Stanfield, speaking to us about the up-tempo dance track musically inspired by the funk and disco era single titled Jadore.